Hey guys, so today I want to start a new video series and it's Can I? That's what I'm going to call it. So can I do this? Can I do that? Can I pay myself X, Y and Z? Can I claim this? And one of the ones we're looking at today is can I pay my wife a wage? Or can I pay my husband a wage? So it's one of the biggest areas you can save tax. If you can split your income as a family, use both of your income tax-free allowances, use both of your basic rate tax bands, then you can potentially make thousands of pounds in tax savings. You know, we see it all the time, husband and wife businesses, partnerships, you know, the limited companies split 50-50 or, you know, 60-40, whatever the proportion is. So to give you a quick answer, yes, you can pay your wife a wage, but there's a few caveats and a few things to consider. I'm not going to go through in super detail because I want to give you an overview today. I don't want to bore you. Although everybody's interested in saving money and you can save quite a lot potentially in doing this. So the main question to ask yourself is if you're self-employed or you've got a limited company is does your wife have any or your husband have any other income? If they don't have any other income, they've got no other job, no other investments, no other income sources, then you're basically wasting their tax-free allowances. And the worst thing you can possibly do is have someone pay all this tax, even at higher rate, at 40% plus, and then your wife's, you know, paying no tax because she's got no income, and potentially you could save thousands of pounds splitting your income between you. That being said, there is a way of doing it. You can't just simply split your income and say, I want to do this, I'm going to give this income to my partner. And a few of you might have heard of the married couples allowance. That's not quite the same. It goes part way to making a saving as a family, but you only transfer part of your tax-free allowance. You only transfer 10% of your tax-free allowance. So the saving is in the hundreds of pounds, not the thousands of pounds. And there's some criteria around when you can do that as well. Although it is quite flexible, you don't necessarily have to be self-employed or have your own limited company. But when we're talking about business owners, if you're a business owner and you've got a partner who's got little income or less than personal allowance, you can make a significant saving by splitting your income. How you go about that? So there's different options. You can either set yourself up as a partnership. So a partnership is basically two self-employed people working together as a partnership, and you can be quite flexible within reason how you allocate the profit and the income between both of you. So that gives lots of tax planning opportunities, and that can save you quite a lot of money. You could take your partner on officially as an employee. So if you're self-employed, you can set up a payroll scheme, or even if you're a limited company, which is more common, pay your wife a salary or your husband for the work they do in the business. Or potentially, in some circumstances, you can even pay the other person in a relationship a self-employed, on an invoice basis, depending on how they're involved in the business. So there are lots of ways to go about it. More traditionally, you're talking about splitting the share ownership in the business, maybe setting up as a partnership, and that structurally, that's a lot better than kind of, just making a variable arrangement for how you pay your partner. Things to consider is if you're paying a wage or salary to your husband or wife, it should be justified by the commercial side of the role they do in your business. So how much would it cost you to go pay somebody else to do that same job? If your partner's only working 1 hour a week and you're paying them an £8,000 a year salary, it's probably not justified from a commercial basis. In reality, we don't see this looked at in terms of HMRC inspecting and analysing and scrutinising, but it's something to be aware of. You should be able to justify on a commercial basis the role your partner has in the business. If you're a partnership, you don't necessarily have to justify it in the same way. It's a completely different arrangement. And also, if you split shares, if you're a limited company, you don't have to justify their involvement in quite the same way. So, yes, you can pay your wife a wage, but you need to consider your circumstances, or pay your husband a wage, sorry. But you need to consider your circumstances, the best way of going about it. But potentially, you could make thousands and thousands of pounds of savings in 1 year alone. Over 5-10 years, we're talking stupid amounts of money. So hopefully that's useful. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.